You know, when Job was catching hell, did he, he kept his integrity. And that's the thing, like, there's balance to it. When you're going through hell, you're supposed to maintain your integrity in the same spirit, and you're supposed to be on fire. And when things are going good, you're supposed to be in the same spirit and maintain that fire for your Habashim Habashai. So I'm gonna get the example in Job where, he cursed out his wife, because these women, all they want is comfort. When things is tough, they don't know how to handle it. And that's the thing, like, you don't always have to tell your woman, if you have one, when you winning. If you came up on a little bit of money, you ain't gotta, announce it to the whole world. You ain't gotta let your woman know everything, because the first thing they're gonna do is think about spending it and folly and bullshit and how they can have fun. Very first thing, man. And that could be the very thing that distracts you, and the Lord ain't dealing with lukewarm. So Job, the second chapter, it says, starting at verse 7, it says, so went Satan forth from the presence of the Lord Yahweh and smote Job with sore boils from the sole of his foot unto his crown. And he took him a potsherd to scrape himself withal, and he sat down among the ashes. All right. Because Job was mourning. He was going through it. It says, then said his wife unto him, dost thou still retain thine integrity? Curse the Most High and die. And then this is when Job checked her. It says, verse 10, but he said unto her, thou speakest as one of the foolish women speaketh. What? Shall we receive good at the hand of the Most High? And shall we not receive evil? All right. So the Lord deals with balance. You're going to have those good times. You're going to have those bad times. But how you're going to respond to each? It's easy to respond and be, hot in the spirit when you're going through hell, man. But what about when the Lord is sending you that good? What about when good is happening in your life? Then what is your spirit like? Because that's more a challenge. You see? It says, and shall we not receive evil? In all this did not Job sin with his lips? All right. And then let's see here. Right. Job's grief was very great. That's how it finishes in the chapter, man. Job was going through it, man. But look, he kept the same spirit. He is going to keep his integrity. All right. He was still going to serve Yahweh Shemi Hawashai. All right. In truth and in sincerity, regardless of what he was going through or what he had to endure in his life. That's the spirit we got to have. But what about when you got the opportunity for great things and good things are happening in your life? Is that going to change the way that you approach this ministry, the way that you serve your Yahweh Shemi Hawashai? You can't let that happen. You can't let that happen. For a lot of brothers, man, that don't have, the Lord don't put the spirit on them and don't have the discipline, that could be very well be your ticket out of here, man. Everything you think you might want in the world, a little bit of extra money, a better job and all this, that could very well be your ticket out of here. Because that comfort that come with it, with the extra money, could be your ticket out of here. It could be the distraction that causes you to lose your fire in the spirit. Job 11, Hebrews 11 and verse 23. It says, by faith, Moses, when he was born, was hid 3 months of his parents because they saw he was a proper child, and they were not afraid of the king's commandment. By faith, Moses, when he was come to years, refused to be called the son of the Pharaoh's daughter, because Moses could have just married into the Pharaoh's family and been super straight. Could have had the best of everything. But what did he do? Verse 25, it says, choosing rather to suffer affliction with the people of the Most High, he chose to suffer with his people when he could have had it all. It says, then to enjoy the pleasures of sin for a season. All right. And that's why you can never, for any increase, you can't it's not worth giving up what you have in the spirit, because that don't balance out. Well, we're going to get in the kingdom of heaven, it can't be measured. We can't even fathom the blessings that we're going to get in the kingdom of heaven. So you can't compare the little bit of crumbs that you might be able to get on this side to what we got coming. That's what's promised to us. It says, again, verse 25, choosing rather to suffer affliction with the people of the Most High than to enjoy the pleasures of sin for a season, esteeming the reproach of Hamashiach greater riches than the treasures in Egypt. All right, I'm going to read that again. Esteeming the reproach of Hamashiach greater riches than the treasures in Egypt. All right. So him suffering with his people, he esteemed to be much greater riches than all of the treasures in Egypt, man, that he could have had. Okay. He could have acquired by marrying the Pharaoh's daughter. It says, for he had respect unto the recompense of the reward. He's looking for that great reward, man, which is the kingdom of heaven. So in the present life, whatever he was able to acquire didn't matter. What mattered is staying true to Yahweh Shem Shai all the way until the end, serving the Lord and doing his will and reaping at the latter end in the kingdom of heaven. All right. That's the focus. And that got to be the focus of us men that had his truth, man, in these last days. In the good times and in the bad. And more so in the good, because it's easy, all right, to be on fire when you're catching hell. But what about when the Lord is sending you that season where things is going well, where he's sending you the good? Then what? Then you got to be on fire just the same. So anyway, man, that's just something I was meditating on, with that. Lord willing, this was edifying. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Shem Shai, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and peace to the hopeful elect. Shalom.